The sheep wagons were a lot about like the old chuck wagon there. They had steel wheels and a canvas top and a coal wood stove in them, and they were they had a bed raised a little off the floor, and then they had a place for your kerosene lamp. There was no electricity out there in the hills those days. And then the wood box was right next to the stove. So actually coal wood is really nice because you can get warm several times. You can get warm cutting the wood, you can get warm splitting it, and you get warm carrying it in, and then you carry the ashes back out. So that all works out real good. And a lot of times few of the herders would let their dogs sleep in the wagon with them. And sometimes the old dogs would get up in the bed, and then they would pull their mud balls out between their feet, and you'd have to shake the bed out and shake some of the dirt out of the bed before you could get in it. Although there were some real characters those days. One fella was so frugal and so he would only cut enough wood for one meal at a time. My dad asked him one day, "How come you don't have more wood cut, Paul, in case of a storm or something?" Well, he said, I knew a feller that had a rick of wood out there by the wagon that high and that long, and he went out and got struck by lightning and let someone else burn that wood. Well, that ain't going to happen to me. Oh, that was funny. And he ate most of his meals out of a frying pan because he didn't like to do dishes. In fact, I saw his hands clean one time. My dad brought him out a watermelon, and he would use the thumb and two fingers to dip down and get the watermelon. And that's where he was clean, right across there. So he didn't use any extra water washing or nothing. I think they call it a dry wash. When you take your socks off and you rub them together and you shake the dust out, that's called the dry wash. Oh, what else did I report? Oh, he asked me when I'd take him some groceries, and he'd have a grocery order usually on the table. And if he was there, though, he'd ask me every time, "What day is it?" And I said, "Well, you got a calendar there and a pencil. Just today's the 10th. Now, from now on, just mark each day off." Oh man, he says, that lad will run into a job, and he meant it.